Okay, let's get started. So, what's going on, guys? Code Socks here. Today, I have the part two in. Sorry, that was my mic got messed up. I have the part two in the Maze Solver series. So, today we're going to be working on the UI a bit. And yeah, and then we'll hopefully get to the backend stuff next video. But today, I want to get through all the UI. So, it may look a bit different, but I'll show you exactly what I did. So the only difference is now I went in the CSS and I just removed this first line and I added this into Node. I literally did nothing else. And don't worry, we're gonna be doing some stuff to change all of this, so may not be exactly the same. And I added font family Roboto, but I'll be going through everything, so do not worry. Um, as I was just messing, and I added this line. I'll explain it in a bit. But first and foremost, let's just get started like right into it and just get started with this whole clicking into the wall, and make sure you watch the first video to explain what's going on because I can't keep explaining every video. But right now we're going to be working on clicking to create walls. So when we click on each node, so how we're going to do that is we're going to go in our JavaScript, and also I added these two at the top. So if you remember in our last video, all these nodes were actually like a light gray. I just removed that line because I was experimenting before this video and found this new color scheme is better. So just leave them as just with no background right now, and just have these two variables at the start. And these are just the two colors. So our wall color is just going to be a pure white, and then the original color of the nodes, we're going to have them as background, as the same background. And you might think, why are we adding the same background? Why don't we just keep it transparent? I'll show you guys why, because I have a little cool animation plan to show you. But anyways, you're going to go into your for loop and add this if statement. And this is basically saying, ignoring node 1 and node 100, do this task. So just don't include this node and that node. So that red and purple node. So yeah, so basically what we need to do, we need to specify like on click method for each node. So we need an on click, and then we probably want to set the background color of those. So BG color. So we'll probably just do background color first because it's easy. We just do node dot style dot background color equals wall. No, equals original. And make sure you have these spaces when you're writing out these colors. Uh, it matters when it matters later, but I'll specify why exactly matters. So okay, we set all the colors to that background color of each node except for 1 and 100, which we specified in the CSS down here. And then we want each node, so node dot on click equals function. And then in this function, we could actually write all the logic of the clicked inside here, but I think it might be a little bit cleaner if we just made a whole new function. So I'll just make a method called click just so it's easier. And in this clicked method, what we're just gonna do is, sorry, we need to take in the ID. So the element ID. And then on this click, we're gonna use this function. We're just gonna call clicked, and then this dot ID. Super simple. That's pretty much it for that. And in clicked, all it's I made like this super easy just for this video. All we have to do for clicked is we want to check if it is the original color or not. So if okay, so first we have to get the var node equals document dot get element by ID element ID. Okay, so we have the node. Basically, let's say I click this node right here. I'm not going to enlarge it because there's no point, but I click a node that's not first or last. Okay, I click that node and basically say I have to check, is it already a wall? If it's already a wall, I need to turn it back to not a wall. And if it's not a wall, I need to turn it back to a wall. So I basically just have to check if node dot style dot background color equals wall. It is literally that easy. And if so, I'm just gonna take this. If it equals a wall, if it's the same color as a wall, I just want to make it back to original. And if it's original, so else, I just want it to be a wall. It really is that easy. We could probably write this logic inside there, but it might, I don't know, in the long run, it might be a bit cleaner. Well, let's test out the code. So now when you click, you should see that white appears if you did the thing where, you remove the, you can mess with the colors. The colors are unimportant. But now I have a little bit of, extra sauce. I said it would be better in a lot of ways. So if you add this line, what you can do is you can add some extra CSS, basically handling when you hover over a node. And this will actually make it zoom in by like 1.1, so it'll multiply the size by 1.1. And the effect is actually really cool. So let me just see. Uh, Let me just go and inspect, and I'm actually gonna make the screen bigger. I just want to check the sources if the cache is clear or not. Okay, it is. So I'll make this bigger for you guys. So you can see that when I hover over them, I don't know how well, I hope you guys can see it. They basically enlarge, and I think that's super clean and nice. And yeah, so that's basically just that simple CSS. Just I feel like took our project to the next level. So now what we need is basically we need reset buttons here, to be completely honest with you. We need reset buttons, a title around here, and we need to, yeah, reset and then a solve button, like kind of like original. Um, yeah, and now you guys have the recipe to make as many nodes as you want, really. So whatever size you guys want, whatever, I just like the size of this. It's super easy to see. But you can make your nodes as big as you want or as small as you want. Now you have the recipe. So let us transition back to the code and let's figure out how we can do this. So we're going to need one big container, really. So we're going to need a container. So we'll create a div. HTML is literally just half of it's just divs, in my opinion. So class equals container. No, container. Okay. And in the container, we need two more divs. So with this class will equal left. And I know I should say consistent with my quotes, but it is what it is. And then I need a right. Okay, so left is basically just going to contain all of this. It's just going to contain really the maze. That's the job of the left, really, in essence. In essence. What is going on? This is for that. And why is this here? Oh, I see what I did. Okay. My apologies. And let me get this all just formatted. I know I have Prettier installed, but it is what it is. Okay, so now in our right, we need a title. So we need the like a H1 to be the title. So maze solver, and then we need like two buttons. Um, I think I might have like a. Actually, no, we're good. Button. Uh, button. Button. Okay, so give it the class button. And we're gonna need one more of these. Okay, so this will be solve, and this will be reset. Reset. Okay, so we are there. Okay, so now we basically just need to write the CSS. So we can go up here and just go to container. Uh, dot container is just literally just messing with CSS. Container, and we'll just do display and flex. Flex is so powerful. It's insane. Okay, so the left is gonna be dot left is gonna be with 50% of the flex box. Actually, I think I can do flex 0.5, but I already typed this whole thing out, so I'm not gonna bother. And then the height's gonna be 100%, and then this is gonna be the same for the right. Do I use a comma or do I just do space? You know what? I'm not gonna. Really don't feel like doing a lot of testing. So I'm just gonna copy this, and then you guys can comment down below if I could just add them on the same line. But doing that, you can see it looks quite weird because the maze is super shrunk. You'll be able to see on the little small window around here. That's the simple fix is we just have to set everything to 100. So just by doing that simple thing, just to take up the whole box. And then what else do I have? Right, 50, 50, 50. Okay. And let's see, did that fix it? Okay, so now we just have to. What is missing? We have the width as 100. The okay, so the width is 100. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. And then the container. Sorry, I forgot to say the container takes up the 100% of the screen. That's probably what it is. So it's all about relative to like the containers and everything. So I think I just forgot this little piece of code. And now that I resize, it looks a bit better, but it still seems to be slightly off. So I'm just gonna figure out what seems to be the problem. Okay, well, this is getting it. I'm just gonna quickly, I just see all this text stuff being in the middle, so I'm just gonna go text align center that stuff. So left text align center, and that should, not left, right. I can't even tell from right on left, it's whatever though. Okay, so okay, so now all the text is aligned center, and then I want all the text like in the title. So I'm just gonna target the title like the H1, and I'm basically just gonna set the font family to a Roboto thin because I have that installed from Google Fonts. It's super easy. You could probably even import it somehow, but it's easier this way. Font family, font size, sorry, is 64px. Let's just say, let's see what that does. That's fire. We'll do color is white. Nice. Okay, we're on our way. We are on our way. Okay. So now I think what we should do is figure out what is up. So it is taking up the whole width, but it's not taking up the height. So that makes me think it has to do something with the nodes slash the row. So let's just quickly look at it. We have the flex direction column, display flex with the border. I just want to make sure everything's 100%. The left is 50, the container height is 50, so that is the problem. And there we go. That was really simple, just oversight, but I mean the height should be 100. Um, yeah, so everything is Roboto font, super clean, super nice. Um, I actually want to increase the font size to like 72, so it's like a bit more. Did I do it right? Did it even increase? Okay, I'm just gonna make it 100. I should see a dramatic increase. Okay. Does this mean I probably just have to change this like script to like 6 and then let me just see the sources. Font size 100. Let's just test if okay, this works. That is perfect. I'm just going on inspect and you know what? I'll zoom into the whole big website for you guys. Let me just look at sources. I just want to see if all of the right, left, each one is aligned. So 100 px. Why won't you increase in size? That is my question. Is it because it's a H1 or what's the deal with that? Should I do 10? Is that the deal? Okay. Everyone at home must be screaming at me right now, being like, yo, come on, bro. Okay, and I actually want kind of like an underline underneath maze solver. So, okay, I have to switch back to the code. Yeah, all it was it shouldn't be in quotes. I just changed this. And then I actually want to underline underneath the H1, so I'm just gonna do border. Bottom is, I'll say 4px solid white, and let's see if that works. The border shorthand always messes with me, but yeah, that's fire. Um, and let's do margin left. I just want to test 10px if that will prevent it from touching the side. Okay, that's fire. So I'm just change this to like 5%, like 2%. Let me just see what that does. Okay, that's nothing. Let me just change it to like 5%. Okay, that's fire. I like 5%. So I'm just gonna change the margin right to 5% as well, so it's like symmetrical. And then okay, that's looks super clean. And now what we need to do is we need to change the button CSS. Let me see what time we're at. Oh, we're at 18. Okay, that's cool. Uh, so buttons. Let's do buttons. Button. And then what we need to do for buttons are. Am I recording? Okay. I thought there was no sound. Okay, buttons. We're just gonna do like a padding of 5px, 15px, 5px, 15px, and we're gonna have. Let's just see what exactly that does. Okay, that's looking fire, but not as fire as I would like. Catch my drift. Okay, that's much better, and now I'm gonna probably make the font size a bit bigger. Actually, why can't the buttons be bigger? That's what I'm trying to say. Like just because, yeah, I'm making the buttons bigger. Why not? We have the space. Okay, that is much better. I like just when I go to a website like big, simple, clean. That's literally it. Just like easy to see, super uh, just intuitive. So I'm just gonna mess with the font like family and everything. So I'm gonna do font family. I'm gonna make it Roboto, like Roboto Medium, I think is one of them. So, and then I'm gonna make the font size to be like 14 px. There's no semicolon. And then we go there. Okay, that's looking really awesome. I'm just gonna make it 16 just so it's a bit bigger. Yeah, that is really good. I really like how that's coming along. I wonder if we should, you know what? I feel like this is like, it's kind of like reverb. It's ear candy, but then you get tired of it, You feel me? But you know what? Let's just put this in, see what it looks like. We can always cancel, right? Okay, that is you cannot tell me that does not look good. I just have to change like the button, but like just add like margin of like 5%, and you cannot tell me that is not the most fire thing you've seen. Okay, let's do like 2.5. Okay, oh my god, that's so clean. Okay, yeah, that's a keeper. Okay, now to round off this video, we just gotta quickly do the on click events, not for solve, just reset. On click equals reset, and we'll just quickly, I might even, you know what, I'll just write it out for the squad. Reset, and basically just need to do a simple traversal 1 through 99 inclusive, and just set the background to original just like that. And now once we reload this awesome site and we click reset, oh, we don't want node 1 to go away, we want only 2 to 99 inclusive. And when we click reset, that resets. So that is it for today's video, and I think we have a pretty awesome app coming along. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I'm super excited. I don't know about you guys. It should be really fun, and I'm really excited to be remaking this project, especially with this new clean look. If you ask me, it looks way better. And once we even mess with like the start and end nodes a bit more, it'll look really cool. And especially this one's gonna be a visualizer. It's just not gonna straight find the path. Actually, I might just straight from I don't know, whatever works better. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of it in the comments down below, and see you in the next one.